The average living space in USA is 2200 square feet. In Australia, 2000 square feet. In France, 1240 square feet. And in India, it's 118 square feet. How would a country already starved for space make room for one more in its homes?
So World for All was started by me and my partner Ruchi Natkarni in 2010-11. We were just college students back then, highly compassionate about stray animals in general, and we noticed that Indian breeds have no forum to find homes, and many a times they cannot be left back on the streets. It all started with a little puppy who had an operation and an amputated leg. A three-legged puppy could not go back on the street. So we made a Facebook page in the name of World for All, and we started getting animals adopted through it. And one thing led to another, and today what we have here is a fully flourishing organization doing a lot of work, running 4 programs, basically being adoptions, our mainstream program, rescue, ABC, which is animal birth control, sterilizations of both cats and dogs, as well as Teach Coexist, which is a school program that caters to kids, teaching compassion to school students so that we have better individuals in the coming future with more compassion towards animals.
If there is a room and there are a lot of people staying in the room, it's difficult to get an animal adopted. So I think before adoption, all these constraints should be taken into consideration. If you feel like your space is small and you do not want to adopt, then don't adopt. But we have people who come from slums and chawls and they make terrific guardians. I think a mass sensitization program which reaches all levels of the society and all ages of the society. So people realize that Indian animals make terrific pets. We are very drawn to imported stuff, and we have an aversion to our animals, I think, because they are so freely available and they live on the road, so people feel that they are dirty or they have rabies or they cannot be trained, but that is not true. Every single homeless animal can be trained, and once they are clean, they are as clean as any other breed animal. Yeah, and they are very intelligent. People just don't realize and they are taken for granted because I think they are on the road and they are free. There is no cost attached to it. For a female animal to give birth on the road is very, very traumatic. As you see, there is no food, there is no water unless there is a feeder or somebody, a caretaker looking after her. Then the puppies, come under the cars because there is no place for them. People are very cruel, they poison them. They feel that, we don't want them, they dirty the place, they bite. It's a very horrible life. Every season is bad for them. They have no place, no shelter during the monsoon. They have no solace from the heat. The winters are bad, and hunger, being kicked, thirst. That is something that they go through every single day of their lives unless they find somebody to take care of them. And when they fall sick, there is nobody to look after them. People abandon their parents also. It's just being heartless that a person abandons a pet. I mean, that is, we humans are just prone to abandoning, people or relationships that become difficult. And I think it's very easy to abandon animals as opposed to walking out of any other relationship, and plus that animal cannot talk, so there are no repercussions unless you feel it in your heart or you have that in your soul, that I did something wrong. There is nothing that can stop you from abandoning an animal. It's very easy to do.
So at World for All, we do approximately 300 to 400 adoptions a year, which is around 30 to 35 per month. So we've tried and tested quite a number of ways to spread adoption awareness here of stray animals. The most positive outcome we found is with social media. We have a very active Facebook, Instagram and Twitter account, as well as YouTube. Facebook is our biggest platform. It's not only for adoptions, it's also to raise awareness of strays. It's also to raise funds for the cause. It's also to allow people to donate, not only in cash, in kind, and to give a general update as to what World for All is doing on a very general basis.
We are very strongly committed to cat sterilization. We noticed that while these are the consensus for dogs which I just gave you, there isn't even a count of the number of cats around. And we as World for All noticed that cats are not getting sterilized. There is no government budget allocation towards their sterilization. and while that is extremely essential, there are no shelters for them either, post-operative care centers. So that is something that we strongly concentrate on. We do dogs as well, but we concentrate on cat sterilization primarily.
Yeah, basically I found the best awareness way. I'm the rescue in charge, and I go for treatment and rescue the animals. Wherever I go, I keep talking people who likes animal, who doesn't like animals. I keep telling them you should do this and that. You should not hate them. Just keep water balls, feed them. Not even food. You can feed them biscuits and all. Yeah. First, sometime I talk about what they can do in emergency situation till the rescue and reach. They can do this kind of first aid, normal thing. It's a basic thing I used to tell them. So people calls us on the helpline to rescue animal. It's an injured, sick, not well. So I goes there to check on them, how they are doing, what kind of injury, the maggots infested in the wound and all. I goes there and treats.
I think you need a big heart to home an Indian breed animal.
So what did we do? We used negative space to create a unique positive message that there's always room for more. At first glance, they seem to be just photographs of families. But look again, what just charmed you moved the whole world too.
So the post has gone viral in terms of when the minute I think we've shared it and you shared it as well, it's gone viral because we've suddenly been getting notifications from different social media platforms that this celebrity has retweeted it or this photographer has reposted it, and that adds a lot of weightage to the cause. It adds a lot of weightage to our name being put out there even more for adoptions.
The internet sat up and took notice. 100,000 shares, 1.2 million likes and comments across social media, and it rapidly spread on the 200 million plus WhatsApp user base in India.
The response has been mind-blowing. I have had so many emails. People have said they have felt inspired to adopt after seeing this campaign.
The campaign began in Mumbai, but left a global imprint, appearing on pet adoption websites, media outlets, design magazines and photography blogs. Little did we know that our negative space would become such a big positive message for the world.